Hello, one and all. How are you all this fine afternoon? It is 5 in the afternoon. We will be in the evening shortly here, at least. Ugh. Here in Hamilton, Ontario. Today we are doing Hush. Hush. No, nobody here has to be quiet. The character is Hush from Batman. So I don't know what to say, people. Nobody's here. So if you're near fire when the fan art competition today, because, well, he's the only one that entered, winning by default. Seems what a lot of people do for a fan art contest here. Of course, we've got Tank here who's for sale for starting at $10. Um, it is an auction that's going on till Friday while on my streams. So I'll forget I've done this in time. I've got a Joker sketch card to do, so I'll probably do a Joker as well. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. We're gonna bring you na na na. Oh, hello to our one person that is here watching. Thanks for being here. So, looks like it's going to be hard to hit that 500 mark because we went down to 474 again. YouTube just seems to be against us, I think. I don't know whether it's YouTube. It's hard to say sometimes. Is somebody else unsubscribing or because they don't like the content or offended them? Or is YouTube just unsubbing people on your behalf, on their behalf? might have broke a couple, but I broke all of them. Break one of them, you break all of them. That's what Craig said. Hey, Fernand Fire, how is it going? You get my email back to you? You won by default. Yeah, I did. Sometime today or tomorrow, it'll be up on my webpage. Under the fan art section. Probably put it up sometime after this. No, you didn't win, JP. You didn't enter. So you get your choice between, let's see. One of these 7 signed. Some of these are already signed, but it doesn't matter. And let's see. Yeah, no problem. Don't want you to dox yourself, obviously. Um, and hey, and they all have info on the back about the character too. So, and here is a link on Twitter to the new one. Basically, it's just a giant gorilla, but called 8. But he's the one we got for this week. Okay, is there going to be another is next month's contest going to be another? Okay, like I said, every week we do have the fan art contest. It's a different character each week. The Create a Character contest. This is the second time. Um, well, just do your best. You don't have to have the best drawing. At least in my opinion, and throw together back history for a thing. But this is the second time I've done the creator contest, create a character contest. I'm thinking of only doing that every 3 or 4 months. The first one I did was in July for about 2.5 weeks. This one's been a whole month, so so the next one might be January or February, December or January. No, I don't know when the next one for that will be. But yeah, the fan art contest is every week. It just changes to a new character, and you get 7 days to draw it up. You don't have to come up with any backstory or anything like that. So there's that good about that. Yeah, I might. Let's see, July. Yeah, it'll be January or February. I might run it in February because January is probably going to be a busy month. Well, February is probably going to be fairly busy too because February and January, if things all go good, will be the Canadian Shield will be up on Indiegogo. Oh, and that reminds me, although there's not many people here, show this afterwards too. Thinking of putting up a new T-shirt on design. Obviously not the chat, but what do people think of that? This is one of my villains, Toxico. That's the basic design. It'll probably be on a variety of colors. I might do some shading on it beforehand, but it's the basic design that you can see. So, anyways, I'll stop sharing. And everybody, please be hitting the like button and sharing this out. I don't believe so. It's hard to say. I haven't completely developed him. It's just like most of the characters. You have a yeah. Let's see. I'll get the bio up here for you. Yeah, I know some of them don't have the bio on the website either, so that makes it hard. He's the first villain, technically, in the comics, too. Canadian Shield #2 is where he first appears. That's why I was thinking of putting him up first. Okay, did you get your copy of Cyberfrog? Yeah. Mine was supposed to come with an ash can, and I did a couple months ago request a refund. Although, as far as I know, that's never gone through. So he's probably waiting for the ash can for mine. Instead of paying, like double the money. Because I got it when it first came out, like what, a year and a half ago. Ash can, Joshua. Something you put ashes in for a cigarette. No, I would not use mine as an ash can. Would not use my ash can as an ash can. Yeah, they haven't. Fire thing. Yeah, they haven't mailed the ash cans yet. I don't know if that's his fault or the delaying order, or if it's on their end. It's probably on their end. They got so much to print with it. Like what, four or five different covers. So they're probably keeping to getting all the covers done first, and then since the ash can is something completely different, they'll probably print that at the end. If I'm, you know, if it'd be the smartest thing to do, anyways, that way, in my opinion. Print the ash cans after you've printed all the main books, because what's the difference between all the main books? A cover. It's be easier to switch a bunch of stuff. Yeah, him and Mike are ridiculous. Laugh out loud. They ordered copies of Lone Star, but Mike won't show that one. WTF? I showed Ed E's copy of Lone Star, and Elliot's copy just completed his cover. Yeah, there's a lot of ridiculous stuff going on. Okay, E's is Elliot's cover or Ethan's? Yeah, well, Mike's been writing a lot longer too. He's written a bunch of other stuff, although I wasn't super impressed by his writing for Lone Star myself, but uh. Hey, Flit. What you up to, Flit? Oh, we're just Fire was just saying that Mike's not showing Ethan's cover of Lone Star 2, I believe. Even if I had a beef with somebody and people had ordered it or whatever, I'd still show it. Begrudgingly, but I'd still show it. Well, yeah, you're the only one that. Is it you or Raggedy that's got something in? You, I think. JP's put in part of his bio, and you guys got less than 3 or just over 3 days. I'm not sure how to wiggle that out. I have an infinite amount of. Oh, you haven't submitted it yet. I know, Rick. I'm doing my best. Well, the guy who won last time's already got his entry, and I don't know what that says about the rest of you. I don't know who's entering. I think JP's entering, Raggedy's entering, obviously. You're talking about entering. That's 3 entries. Wonder how many entries we get by the end of the Thursday. Okay, later, Fire. Have a good night. Let me know when you decide, and hopefully that'll be out this week or next week at the latest. Pope Raven and Cat have something? Hmm? So they have just over 72 hours. 72 and 6, 78 hours, just over 78 hours, 78 and a half hours approximately. Super nerds. I wonder if Evan putting something in? I don't know. I forget who's. He's already asking for a and I'm like, nope. Well, I was saying to Fearner or Fire, I don't care whether it's the best drawing, just something to represent. Some of you are artists, some of you aren't. And that's all right. But some are artists, some aren't. Yeah, he has a little bit of drawing skill. True. Hey, Johnny boy. Since we have a few more people here, I was asking a bit earlier about a new design for a shirt that I'm thinking about. I might do a little better shading on it, but here's the basic design. No. There's an approximate black. Things have changed. I did that. I bought it. How's work going, Dillard? So yeah, basically all I've really done is move the lettering from up here to down here. That's cool, but I wouldn't buy a T-shirt of it. What about a mug? Would you buy a mug of it? Would you buy your phone or something like that? We do have other things that you can buy there, Joshua. What would you buy a T-shirt of, Joshua? Hey, John, can you draw me a good troll? Good looking troll. Well, there's those, Joshua. I'm thinking a T-shirt with a troll on it saying, "I am a troll of Cross Comics." Would you buy that, Joshua? Or Cross Comics troll? To that effect? No response. That's kind of offensive. Is it offensive to trolls? Am I insulting the troll? Or am I insulting? Cross Comics YouTube troll? Hey, Joshua account. Cross Comics #1 troll, so. Everybody remember that like button and share. So Dillard's offensive to Joshua. Joshua, is it offensive to you? That idea for a shirt? A Cross Comics troll shirt? Are you even still here to answer? I'm so offended I don't think I'm going to speak to you. I'm roboting? Oh, I don't know why I'm roboting. Roboting to anybody else? Split? I will only communicate text. I don't know why I am. I'm not sure what I can do. Give me a sec, see whether I can, if there's anything I can shut down. I'll be back after these messages. I'll be right back. Too loud. You even hear it. That's why I'm up here. Pardon?
You're gonna do that to me? Call him Ed and see if he can help me?
No, I'm not even calling him for myself. When I
Tell him
come.
I'll give him $50 on every dollar.
Okay, I'm back. Nothing I seem to be able to do. Hopefully, I'm not roboting so much now. But I probably am. Uh-huh. Well, I guess that's good that it seems okay for now. So, Bullet was getting more coffee. He had to pay the cough fee. Keeps me both awake and alive. Alive. Keeps me alive. Oh, Ricker, how much longer? About an hour. I'm planning on being on. Did you send page 4? Not yet. Oh, I've got a few pages I can send to you. I've got, I think, to do something on page 4. We got page 5, 6, 8. I think 9 has to be rescanned. It's on a bit of an angle. 10, 12, and 13. And I got a second one to scan. I think I got to scan in 2 pages. No problem. The link's there, Dillard, so come on in. Attach files. Can you just send me page? Uh, don't get it scanned in at the moment, Dillard or John. And all it would, this one, it would just be this, probably this in here, just drawing in the building that I want it, and this, but like I said, I gotta scan it in still because I hadn't got that drawn in. I hadn't scanned it yet. Although I got these ones thing, you can do them. I'll just send them to you, and I guess I can scan page 4 and 11 in. And I forget why this is blank. I'd have to reread the script. So I'm going to send those to you. 4 and 11. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my scanner.
You wouldn't pay me, right? First, you wouldn't pay me. How much have you been paying your wife? You understand that?
All right, here's John. Scan. Come on.
Hello.
Hey, John.
What's up?
Not much. Just scanning that page 4 that you wanted.
Yeah, I need that.
Although I did send you a whole bunch of other pages too. So
No, don't send me a bunch of stuff. I only want to work on one at a time.
but you can work on them at one at a time. You just have them for when you're done page 4 and then 5 and 6.
You said you're scanning it in now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because
let me know when I should check my email.
And that scan, I'm scanning page 11 too.
What are you drawing here? Darkman?
Hush.
Oh, was that his name in the storyline?
Page. Somebody's saying something here. Hey, Trusty. Trusty's here. Trusty Sidekick, that is.
Finally, Trusty's here.
There needs to be a cross comics version of Hush named Shh. That might be arranged someday.
Ooh, it got hot again today over here in Southern California.
Trusty's
I tell you what.
Raggedy. What? What will you tell me?
JP4 says it's going to snow tonight over at, I'm assuming, his house. What a lucky guy.
What an unlucky guy. No thing of snow here tonight. At least that's not. Nobody said anything about snow as far as I know. So snow is no good at all.
No snow in the forecast for Canada? Is this the end of the world?
Yep. It's the end of the world as we know it.
Flit says, I'm creating a character for the Flitverse named Shut Up Dillard. It's not nice. The hell, Flit? What did I ever do to Flit?
Did you flit him off?
I don't think so. Did you send me my page yet?
Not quite yet. I'm gonna get into the folder where it is and name it. Put it in another
Raggedy Man
folder.
says,
Name it.
I could have hit the beach today if I wanted to. Why would you not want to hit the beach if you had such an opportunity? Yeah, I was on my way home earlier, and then my mom hit me up, and she was like, I made food. Do you want to come and eat? How come you never come visit me? So I had to stop by over there and hang out for a little bit.
Okay, so let's see.
How is mom? She's doing well. She's doing all right. She's picking up a hobby. She wants to start selling like purses and stuff on like the Facebook Marketplace or something like that. Because she has this hobby where she collects like name brand purses, but she goes around and finds them at discounts. And I know some of those purses are very expensive. Like I seen, like I'm like, how do you? Because I don't know how she does it, but she seems to finagle bargains in some way because they're like bona fide, you know, like Burberry and Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. And she's like, look at my new, because she had those little black pouches, you know, the ones that you hang jewelry on. Like they're like little black velvet pouches. You might see them like, you might see like a watch on them.
Yeah.
And she was all arguing with the manufacturer because she got a shipment in and they were all smalls and she ordered mediums. And I was like, I thought you wanted me to come visit. She's like, I'm almost done. She closed the door, yelling at the people on the phone. She's on the phone yelling at those people for like 45 minutes. While I sat in her living room watching whatever was on TV, which was the Karate Kid remake with Jaden Smith. Trusty says, good for you, John. We're headed over to Mom's house as well. And how is her love interest? They're no longer together. She's claiming that John Cermeño is giving her stress, which caused her last stroke. So she says, he's no good for me, and I'm not talking to him anymore. However, I still know that he's paying for her car.
Okay, I'm gonna put the page 4 that I had done originally in there just to give you a reference for the building that I want, but I want it done a bit more in 3D. John?
You want it done a bit more in 3D?
Yeah, hopefully you'll see what I mean. You're gonna pull it up, so.
Yeah. I'm just awaiting on my email.
Okay, so send. Message successfully sent.
I don't see nothing. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. Okay, are these in order?
Well, the 4 and the 11 came separate than they should be, I think. Because first I sent you like 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13.
So there's 2 emails that are going to be coming?
Yeah.
Page 4 and 11. Okay. All right. And you sent me a reference picture?
Yeah, well, I sent you the original 4
Uh huh.
When you bring it up on your, you can open up both, and when you bring it up, I'll share my screen and point to what I'm talking about.
All right.
And can you bring up the other four, the reference four, if you will? Let's share
One
my
second.
screen.
1 second. All right.
Okay, I'll create it. Okay, so. Okay, you see that little building right there on the top, right there? Can you see my mouse moving?
Oh, I got to go to your area. Hold on. Hold on. I got to go to your channel.
No problem. Although now, okay,
All right.
because
I'm a looking. I
but
see my.
because you're viewing me viewing me, you're viewing me viewing you, or trying to view you.
Okay. So, what would you like me to know?
Okay, see that building right up there?
In the upper right hand corner, there's a building that has a tunnel going to an underground base.
Yeah,
Yes, that
just
building.
put that house or whatever you want to call it in 3D-ish in the monitor there. You know, just with snow around and all that.
This monitor here that has this house drawn on it.
Yeah,
You
that's
want
in
it?
blue.
You want it? You want it drawn from above like that?
Yeah,
Okay. And you want
that's what
snow around it.
Yeah, you know, like it's just supposed to be in the middle of the Canadian Arctic, so or yeah, Canadian Arctic.
Okay.
That's what it says in the script. So
It says to a secret hidden complex of the Canadian government.
yeah, I gave up.
That's it.
Well, that's what it says, I guess.
No.
It's
What I'm asking is, in that monitor, you want this house drawn with snow all around. You do not want all of this tubing to go down underneath it, right?
yeah. Well, you can if you can figure a way to put maybe the one tube down. You know, you don't see the base, but you see something going down into the ground. You know.
It's possible, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
think that I'd be able. I don't think that I'd be able to render it with snow and everything, and then do like an X-ray of the ground.
Yeah. Well, if you can't do that, if you can't show the underneath, don't worry about it.
Okay. What about this picture over here, to the left of it,
Yeah, that's enough.
where it has
That
the hands
monitor.
typing on the keyboard? What's going to be on
Yeah.
that monitor?
Um, that would probably be the church. You know, the last scene where he disappeared from.
Uh huh.
If there's a way to put that in there, just drag and drop. I'm not sure whether it's in that.
I could try to figure that out. Yeah.
Just munch it down to that size.
Did you
So
did you have any issue with the page 3 that I did?
the page 3, which no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. And all right, so I'll get to work on this page then. Let's see here. go to edit. We'll change the tonal correction. Oh no, we got to go to this one. There we go.
Yeah, page 3 looked great. Oh, actually, the only thing might happen is that if I change the door on page 2, I'm going to have to change the door on page 3.
Yes, you will. All right, let's see.
But that's not your problem.
What on the very bottom left panel? Is he like? Are these like musical notes coming out of his head?
Oh, you're talking. Where'd my thing go? Where am I? You're talking right here?
I can't see where you're pointing. Remember?
Oh, you're talking like the sticks.
Are they sticks? I'm looking at the very bottom left panel.
Okay, bottom left. Yeah, it's supposed to be like some sort of poles that he's rushing around quickly. Weaving in and out.
Okay, like a little obstacle course thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Just to try and I think that was agility that I was trying to display.
All right, no worries. I got it. I'll handle everything. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so let's stop screen sharing me. Let's start screen sharing you, and we'll go there. And let's get okay. Could have hit the beach. Never mind. My character's now shut up, Raggedy. JP's, how's your mom? It's supposed to snow here all week, says Flit. And how is her love interest? Okay, we're caught up. Oh, yeah, just so everybody knows, all week I'm having this up for bid for trying to sell it. My tank. He's day 20 for Inktober. Starting bid goes at 10. We'll go to Friday and see whether we get anything, 10 or more.
Oh, you're doing like a week-long auction?
Yeah, just on one piece alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I seen Gary do it and some others. I figured can't hurt to do it, right? Try it. What's the worst thing that happens? I don't get any money.
Yep.
And everybody make sure you're hitting the like button and sharing this out.
Share it out. So how's your day been going, Rick?
Not too bad.
It's not a very big time gap, is it, between high noon and 5 o'clock shadow?
No, 3 hours, so.
You don't really, it's kind of like you're stuck. You can't really go anywhere, huh?
Yeah. Well, I went out for, half an hour, and then came home. Relaxed for an hour or so.
Where do you go when you go out?
Different places. Today it was somewhere to get something to eat.
Nice.
Fairly close by, so that's always good.
Do you mind if I make the buttons on the bottom slightly smaller?
The what? Oh yeah, go ahead. I was just throwing out the keyboard. I got to throw that keyboard on the first page too. So eventually,
Well, I'm assuming it's not like a regular keyboard. It's more like a futuristic keyboard.
yeah, I was thinking that, and I was trying to find a good futuristic looking keyboard, but
This will work. I mean, if they're long, flat button panels, then they'll work as a futuristic keyboard.
yeah.
Kind of like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah, yeah. Star Wars or probably more Star Trek because
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Star Trek.
because Star Wars is supposed to be in the past, although it's futuristic technology. So it still works in essence of your point.
What are you working on right now as we speak?
I am drawing Hush. Not Evan, Tosspot is, as you know, or may not know, I forget whether you know, one of my patrons, and once a month he gets to choose what to draw.
Oh,
He's guaranteed that right, and then he gets a digital copy of it. So,
oh, I messed up. Oh, how do I fix this? Oh, no.
how'd you mess up?
I drew this whole. I inked this in a dark green instead of a black. I think there's a way to change the color of the line.
Yeah, just grab it, I would say, and use maybe your fill.
No, that wouldn't work. I think it's over here. Layer color. Yes. Let's go here. Let's go to black. Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, so when I asked him last week what do you want it for this month, he said Hush. So
Perfect.
I figure that fits into my DC day nice and fine. So
Question. I didn't understand that story. I got lost.
what for Hush?
I don't exactly know who Hush is. Who is he?
Hush is supposed to be a childhood friend of Bruce Wayne.
Not his brother, nothing like that.
No. From what I know,
And he is the doctor he went to go see in the beginning of the story, right?
yeah, he, got his doctorate. I don't. I'll say what I think I know. It may or may not be correct. Some of it, just so people know. I'm not. But he was jealous of Bruce's wealth,
Uh-huh.
and even from an early age, and I think he conspired to kill his own parents to get, like insurance money so he could, go to medical school or whatever.
Oh, that's smart.
And then years later, he figured out who Batman was and took revenge on him for just being who he was. As he thought, given the silver spoon and doing nothing with it or whatever. I forget the exact line.
Hmm.
It's been a while since I read that or whatever storyline or know about it. And of course, there's been two different versions, well, of Hush now, so to speak. He was just recently in Batwoman.
I don't think that you actually made a mistake there, Rick.
um, you saying I meant to call her woke woman?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Flip. They were saying to you, new layer, clip layer below, and fill with new color for when you made the
Mm-hmm.
mistake. But he was a reporter in that, and he was still childhood friends with Bruce, but still held a grudge for I forget exactly what reason. And then, of course, recently there was a animated movie with him in, and he ended up being the Riddler, I believe.
What? I don't like that.
Riddler was tired of being quote unquote a second fiddle villain, second tier villain. Although I never consider Riddler second tier, but
I sure did. Okay. I'm
but
using this. I'm using this hand that I did for the original Canadian Shield. I'm gonna throw this hand in this one.
uh-huh.
There we go. Oh wait, I gotta draw it again.
But I thought that was a bit lame too that he ended up being the Riddler in that because not a totally new character or whatever. But it's definitely three. Everybody thinks it's going to be Thomas Elliot, and then he actually gets killed in it, I believe. So
Oh my.
by Hush. Although that's probably giving way too much. Sorry, people, if you haven't seen it. I'm not usually one to give spoilers like that.
You ruined the whole movie for me, Rick. What the heck?
Just got talking and wasn't thinking. Right, he says, tosses Hush DVD in the garbage. Was going to watch it tonight.
Way to go, Rick.
You got rickrolled. Am I saying that right?
Maybe. I say yes.
Although I'm not the one that sort of came up with the expression as of late. And I doubt anybody. Well, I shouldn't say I doubt anybody. There'd be some people to toss the movie in the garbage after getting spoilers like that. But
I know I would.
so you only buy a movie, watch it once, and then toss it.
If somebody spoils it for me, yeah. I won't even watch it the first time. I'd be like, forget this, just throw it away.
Yeah, but wouldn't be spoiled for the next time you watch it, even if you've watched it once.
No, because that's not what spoiling a movie means. If you spoil the movie, that means that you ruined it forever. It's spoiled. It's no longer good. If you watch it and enjoyed it the first time, which you would if it wasn't spoiled for you, then you might watch it again. But if somebody ruined it, it's like, oh man, throw it away forever.
I could still enjoy a movie if somebody accidentally told me junk about it that I didn't want to know.
Oh, not me, no sir. But that's the thing. I love spoilers. I seek them out. I want to find out what's going on before I sit down and watch it.
Me, I try to avoid them.
No, I live for spoilers.
So, question out there: who likes spoilers for their movies? Do you like knowing everything in advance, like John, or do you like not knowing anything in advance, like me? Or except for maybe what a trailer shows you, which can be misleading.
Purposefully misleading.
Yeah. We'll see this other. Flit says he likes spoilers. Wow, we're down to 3 people watching.
It's terrible. All right, how does that look? Let me turn off the blue line. What do you think?
Looking good. Yeah, definitely looking good. So it looks like you and Flit would go good for movies, seeing as you both like spoilers.
We should go watch a movie, Flip.
Flit says, "Just remember, Rick, when the time comes to pick a winner for the X contest, I was here the whole time." Hey, just like last time, you guys decide the winner. It's going to be a straw poll. So
I'm gonna try to get the Malin militia over here on my side.
you haven't even put in an entry yet.
So, what? I should like show everybody the winning piece before it's time.
No, I'm not saying I haven't showed off Raggedy. I think it's Raggedy's piece yet, and he's put in a piece.
There's a reason, right? You don't want people seeing what's going on.
I'm just going to put just like last time, although everybody seemed to know most of them who they were from, I'm gonna put in.
Well, like last time, you were like, "You guys better step it up." Dillard put in something cool, and then everybody put in cool stuff, and then I lost.
Was it you? I forget who put in first. Oh, no, it was Lal that put in first. They said about put in something cool. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure whatever I put in was cooler than hello.
but I'll put in the name of the character in the poll. I'll read it off the bios and all that, like I did last time. Show the pic as I read off the bio. And people will probably be able to tell, like last time, whose was whose.
So I would like to know, Rick, and I really would like to know, what is the purpose of you putting the Canadian buckler into canon when it's not the actual Canadian buckler?
Well, first of all, I said I probably would, and I said when it would be. So I said I'd fit it in somehow, some way. So trying to keep my word.
What? So you put in an entirely new character.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I had the idea quite some time ago that somebody
Like Shield was going to have a sidekick.
Well, I had always wanted that, but the Buckler's not going to be really his sidekick, as you heard from, or maybe not sure how much you heard of the bio.
I don't know. I was at work, so I only caught pieces of the stream.
But no, like for quite some time, one thing that I had that was going to be in the Shield's history is that somebody from the future was going to come back to the past and re-get the suit, and man like Cougar was going to have to travel even further into the future and get the suit back. Now I expected it to end there, but with the Buckler, the guy that comes back in the back to get the suit off the Canadian Shield goes back to the future, and Manly chases him. Manly gets the suit back, but I decided the Buckler is the guy that comes back to try and prove himself better of a hero than the Canadian Shield.
And does he?
We'll have to find out. Because those scripts are far from written. But I incorporated some of your ideas there. Incorporated some of mine. And, at first I was thinking all this time it was going to be one of those scientist guys. But I created, just somebody else. The guy who was supposed to get the suit. Before God,
Stole it.
Yeah, I guess that's one term. But,
is there another term for taking something that's not yours?
Well, God owns everything in the universe, so...
No, he doesn't. He doesn't own man's free will.
No, that's about it. That's about the only thing he doesn't own, free will.
What expression is this guy making? Is he smiling, or what is he doing?
Oh, you mean the angel?
The scientist holding up the cape.
He can be easily smiling.
Well, I don't know what you drew. Is he smiling, or is he just making a plain face, or
either plain or smiling? Well, he's happy the suit's done. Years of work.
give him,
Well, as far as he knows, it's done. It's supposed to be tested the next day. then disappears on them. So, it's not going to be none too happy in the next panel when it disappears. Oh, yeah, I think that's what's supposed to be at the top of here. If we go through everything that the suit does, right? Yeah, page 11 or page 7, which you don't have yet. I'll have to scan it in. Although, I got to do more and more trees unless you want to do more and more trees.
I'm gonna redoing it every way, so might as well.
Right.
How's that look?
Good. Oh, he might have meant that he was here the whole time today, too. Raggedy.
Did you want the shield on the maple leaf to be that long?
I guess so. Let me try to see what you're doing. Yeah, that's about how long that I've been wanting it.
So all the way down here?
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might end up tomorrow doing my stream of putting all the pictures in those monitors. Because I need to get some ink for my Copics.
Are you running out?
Yeah. And I'm running out of blue too. My non.
That stuff's hard to find, man. You got to order that on Amazon and stuff like that.
Well, the blue that I've been using. Well, I got actually technically I'm not really running out. I got a whole bunch of pencils for it.
Yeah.
But the mechanical ones, which I used to hate mechanical pencils.
Oh, I love them.
Oh yeah, like I said, I used to hate them. Now I've fallen in love with them. Well, let's see. We got a new person in here. Fake news CNN. This is CNN with the most trusted name in fake news. Yes, we know the Cloud News Network or whatever acronym you want to put in front of make the C stand for. I don't really trust them myself. I don't know whether anybody else does, but don't really want to get into it here. We're drawing.
What do you think of that doctor right there?
Good. Cool.
Right. Wait, are these all different panels?
No, what do you mean? No. What do you mean?
Do you see how like the doctor's kind of like in a box?
No, it's all the same panel. It's just I was trying to do the flooring and all that. I put him there, and then I realized he's in the middle of a wall or something like that. So
Yeah, but is there like a TV back there with like a pillar?
oh, that's supposed to be like another room. You're supposed to be glass. You're seeing that
Oh,
power source or pillar or whatever it is through it.
okay. What is this doctor? Is this a hippie doctor? Does he have a top knot?
Oh, let me fix that.
He does have a top knot, doesn't he?
I don't think it's meant to, but
He has a beard. He has longer hair coming out of a bun on the top of his. That's a top knot.
I think it was supposed to be a ponytail.
He's hippie doctor.
And he's got the shield on his shirt there without the maple leaf. Well, they all do too. I'm not sure. For all the ones that you can see a t-shirt or a shirt. Raggedy says, "Look, that looks like a doctor who returned to alcoholism if God stole his life's work." Flit says, "Dr. Man Bun."
Yeah, I'm sure like the majority of the doctors in here are going to end up being villains.
Well, probably since none of them are, unless I do something with them at the moment now, they're just throwaways now. This is the only time that you'll see them in issue 1.
What kind of a doctor tucks his t-shirt into his pants? What a bunch of peace-loving hippies you got around here.
I just tried to create ones that would look unique from different, a little different from each other.
I get you. I'm just talking mess around.
Yeah, I know. Oh, let's see. Ricky Raggedy says, Rick, I'll help you here. The scientists all turn on God and become Satan worshippers. Well, these um, scientists, I don't know whether they're for God or against God or whatever. They're hired by the Canadian government to make this.
Wait, so is the Canadian Shield's mask solid?
No. His fist is, or hand is holding it up somewhat. I'm not, from the back or whatever.
Okay.
I'm not sure how, he might have his hand like that on it,
I'm not looking at your screen now.
like in a fist, grabbing the back of it in a fist, so he's.
Yeah. I'll just draw what you have here. That's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing, Rick, if you're drawing a bunch of people in the room and they're all in the same room and you're all in the same, none of them are crouching or anything, their eye line should all be about the same depending on their height.
I think I tried to do that. I probably failed a little bit.
No, it's not that far off. You have, out of all of them, the only ones that's off is the girl.
I was probably trying to make her a little shorter. Women are a little shorter, so.
Yeah. Just not that much shorter.
And then she's, in the back a little too. Well, not as far back as the rest of the guys.
She wearing a mini skirt to the office?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Or a skirt. I wouldn't say mini, but skirt.
It doesn't reach the knee, so it's mini. I can dig that.
Just the top of the knees.
No, it does not reach the top of the knees.
Or it could be a dress. I don't know. Does it look like it's attached to her? Could or could not be. It's hard to tell with the belt that she's wearing. Raggedy says, this is a very liberal love. Man buns, mini skirts. Hey, it's secret underground. These are top-notch scientists. It's not like they can, they're going to necessarily fire them.
These are crack scientists here. They can do what they want.
Flint says Dr. Waifu with a thinking face.
What's on her hair? Is she wearing a headband or something?
Oh, I was trying to do bangs, if you will, in the front there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You know how some women they part their hair and then somehow they have the bangs or whatever coming down just in front of everything.
Yeah, they get them cut like that purposefully.
Almost like I think a Gwen Stacy look, although she's got that thing in her hair too. Usually Gwen.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's happening with her shirt here? Oh, it's a shield. Never mind. Never mind. I got it.
Yeah, let's see. When you're doing that, got a couple extra minutes. I think I'm not sure which one it was. The other ones. Since we were sort of talking about printing this morning or this afternoon, I think it's Print Ninja. There's one of them. The
Question. I got a question. Whatever happened to the prints? Did you end up getting double credit, or did you end up just getting a refund?
Well, I put in for the double credit, and it looks like I have that online. But I did the day before they actually double credited me. They said that they were in the middle of printing them or whatever too. So,
Ooh, I got to fix this arm you did. It's way too long.
so yeah, no problem. I know I made some mistakes. Like that. Anatomy wise.
Right about there would be good. Yeah, this elbow is just too far down. That's all.
And like I said earlier, I saw what you meant by the doors being that space being too small. So you decided to make it one door instead of just widening the area, which is it was a good idea at the time. I went back and listened to why you did what you did. Not just.
I don't do things for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't do things just to piss you off, Rick. There's a reason.
Yeah, well, I figured I'd find out what the reason was. Comic printing. Just like, well, I'm not going to do anything to take you off purposely.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. There's nothing you can say that's going to stop me from working on this book.
I guess that's a good thing.
All of these doctors have their shirts tucked into their pants.
Well, like I said, that one could technically be a dress, so.
It's not, though. It's a Sailor Moon skirt.
So let's see. What do we think about at Print Ninja? What's probably the best? Well, let's see. No, it opens on 85-pound text. Orange glass. Oh, that's cover. Inside 70-pound. Full color pages. $250. Let's see what they want for. Do electronic proof.
So you don't know exactly what's happening with the prints?
No, not yet. Well, I'm gonna. They're supposed to be here. The prints, if they got printed and shipped, they're supposed to be here by
November 1st.
Friday. Yeah, the first. So if I don't hear anything by Wednesday or something like that, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm gonna assume I'm not getting them.
And you got credited double?
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
saw the credit for double. I went through the whole process of possibly buying something to check that out. So I did get credited double. I know that. So I'm not sure whether if things go AWire or the
Question. What is this skull sitting on top of this? I don't know what it's sitting on top of. What is it sitting on top of?
Yeah, just some sort of in the middle of the room cabinet, if you will, like an island, but for in a lab.
Do you mind if I kind of redraw the background a little bit?
You go ahead. I just thought I'd put Scully in there. That was supposed to be the skull was supposed to be Scully.
Oh, okay. Because the cabinet doesn't match the box in the back, and the floor doesn't match the people, so I gotta change the perspective a little bit,
Yeah, okay.
just to make it look like it's
Worked right.
yeah,
So-
it's easy to because your eyes, because people don't linger on these pictures for very long. They just kind of glance at them and then move on to the next one if there's no dialogue.
Yeah.
So, but if it's off, they kind of stop and say, "What is that? I don't get it." I'll be right back. I gotta get some more water. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Mail-in use Print Ninja for Graveyard Shift. Yeah. So, who got Graveyard Shift? Anybody here get Graveyard Shift? How did you find it? I'm looking at it right now, and it's saying for 250 copies. That's $5.19 each. I'd be better just to go with 750, and it reduces it down to about $1.89 each per copy, and it's only 1,400. It's only about $115 more for an extra 500 copies. That's going Print Ninja. Another one that I know about is Kablam.
Sorry about that, Rick.
Oh, no problem. Oh.
I just wanted to try to get as much of this figured out before I lose you, and I can't. All right.
Do what?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at some stuff here. Oh, that's not too. That's actually pretty good. I'm over here on Print Ninja, John,
Uh huh.
and
Do you want me to go look at that?
no, I'll just tell you what it's saying here. I got everything in that I need. Saying for 1,000 copies, $1,237.56.
1,000
Basically,
copies of the book.
yeah, that's 500 copies is $1,159.59. So it equals approximately 232 an issue.
Right.
So
How much for 200 copies?
they're not even showing that price here. They I had it up at 32 pages accidentally, and they were showing for 250 like less than 1,000, just like 280, 1,289. But that was
1,289 for a 32-page book.
yeah,
And how many copies?
that was 250.
Okay.
But this is 24, so, and this is Print Ninja. Flit saying Malin used it for graveyard shift. So
Yeah, I think almost everybody's been using Print Ninja.
I was just looking at Kablam here. Let's take away the back cover ad. No Kablam ad. Quantity, let's say 500. And that's saying $261 a copy or $1,305, which isn't too bad.
Well, why so many copies?
Well, yeah, there's going to be my people that I, get it to, people who order it, who get all the perks and all that. But I do
Right.
want to go around this area, and
So how many? So let's say, for instance,
and I do want to overprint for whatever else I might have to do in the future.
yeah. So what I'm asking is, how safe are you betting? I mean, do you want to really, really get as many copies as possible, or do you want to put a lot of that money towards your next book?
Yeah. I guess it's all real in some way. I'm just looking at prices right now. It all
This is a pretty girl you drew. Did you have a reference for this?
I forget. Probably not. Or I might have. But I'm just looking at the moment. It doesn't hurt to know if I can get a decent price. Like 1,000 copies of the book for what was it there? $1,250.
Uh-huh.
That's a good deal.
Yes.
Yeah, if I get less, if I get 200, it's showing 500 here for 1,500. I told you, $1,060, $160. So you get for an extra less than $100, you get another 500 copies.
Yeah.
I'm looking, like you said, I want to be able, hopefully, if I get, say, 5,000, I can pay for the next book to be at least produced in the fact that
You might need to do an Indiegogo for the printing of it, but at least you'll be able to get it made.
yeah.
Right. I got you. Yeah.
because the more and more I can put in, as you said on that one thing, I'm wanting to put. Yeah, I'll take maybe $100 up for myself or something like that. But most of it I want to put back in, make sure it's the other books are being produced and they're not so far apart.
Yeah.
That's another thing that hurts these campaigns, I think, is they're far apart. And, eventually I can just hopefully sell them off my website. As more and more people know, they can come to my website. They can get them for $5 or something like that, plus, $5 shipping. So $10, something like that.
Yeah. Why does this guy's face look like this?
I don't know. Maybe.
I like it though. I like it. I think I'm gonna leave it like this.
I think you did it a little bit goofier than I meant it to be, but looking at mine, yeah, you definitely did do it a lot more goofier than me.
I did not. It's the same.
Let me get my. Can we? You can't see it, but everybody else can. I'm not even sure how well they can see it. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's good. I think Manny's not overprinting, and I think that's a mistake. Especially if I have to do another book or whatever, because I think, and it's up to him. What he wants to do that way is up to him. But I think it's a mistake because you don't. If he has to do when he goes to do Skunk Girl 2, so many people won't be able to buy because they'll want the first book, and he doesn't have them. He's not planning on doing a second printing for that, so. It's up to him what he does,
Yeah.
But, if you want more customers on your second book, you might get a few, but I don't think you'd get as many as if you were offering book 1 with it. For those that weren't able to get book 1 for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
I get wanting it to be special to your backers that you have. That's why they get all the extra perks.
Yeah.
That's why they get, the signed copy or whatever, I'm not sure how to put it. I'm hoping to have a set of trading cards, especially for that, 4 or 5 trading cards that'll be for that. You won't be able to get them anywhere else. They'll just be printed up for that thing. I'll print up exactly what I need for those,
Yeah. So how many copies are you going to want to have? Let's say, for instance, let's think about it. If everything goes just okay, right? How many backers do you think you'll have?
Well, that's sort of what Flint just asked. Here's Rick. How many backers are you anticipating? 100, somewhere between 100 to 200. I'm hoping.
Okay, so let's say let's be optimistic here, and let's say 200, right?
Yeah.
So we have 200 backers. which means that you should probably print out somewhere in the neighborhood of 220 books, bare minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many? It's 220 books. How many are you going to want for yourself?
I'll probably want a minimum of 10 for myself. Probably 20.
No. I mean, like for your second round.
Oh,
to give out to see, take them around to shops and see if they want to sell them, that kind of thing. How many in total are you going to want for just you?
oh, to do that, probably a minimum of 100.
Okay, so we right now we're at 330.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 320 copies.
Yeah. Well, you may as well say 330 because I'm sure there's going to be people that might not get in on the Indiegogo that I'm going to give a comic to no matter what.
Why?
Well, my dad, I'm not sure whether he'll get in on it or not.
Well, I mean, that's the 10 that you're going to keep for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, that should come out of that right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Remember, these books are precious.
Yes.
They're not to be given away willy-nilly to the neighbor, to the neighbor's kid,
Oh, yeah, of course. I know that.
So, okay, well, so let's just say, let's say to be safe, we'll say 350. You want 350 total.
Yeah.
How much is that going to cost?
Well, according to this, it should, if going with this prices here, it should cost maybe around $1,000.
Okay.
That's
Canadian?
$1,000 and 1,100.
Okay.
Because this is saying 1,115. Well, 1,160 bucks for 500. So.
Okay. Well, that's actually reasonable. So let's get 500 then. Why not?
Yeah.
1,150 for 500.
Yeah.
Now you want to fund your next book. Your next book is going to be what is it? Canadian Shield 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Canadian Shield Part 2, and you want to fund that. Now remember, we have a number here. We have this number. This number has to come out of this campaign.
Yeah.
Because you have to get the books printed.
And that's just printing. Now you need probably another what?
About another 700 for shipping.
How much did you say?
Probably about 700 for shipping. 100 to 200 copies.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say here, we're gonna be safe here. We're making big round numbers.
$2,000.
$2,000.
And that's exactly, believe it or not, that's what I said is going to be my money my goal.
Right.
So
now you want to get another book printed. That means another 2,000.
yeah.
So that means so far, without paying anybody, no artist or nothing like that, you're gonna need $4,000.
Yeah.
From this campaign.
Well, minimum. If I don't get the 4,000, I'm not printing up the second. And like we were saying earlier, it's probably more 350 or 3,500 or the 4,000. The 4,000 is more to pay get the other one drawn up and all that ready to go. Like you said, if I need to do an Indiegogo to print it and ship it.
Well, what I want to figure out here is what is going to be the goal, the total goal, in order to call this book successful.
Successful to me would be the $2,000. Beyond successful is because actually getting it out and into people's hands, something that I've wanted to do for 30 years.
Right.
I'd be overjoyed.
So if this book makes $2,000, you would consider it a success.
Yeah, myself.
Yeah.
Everybody's different what they consider. Flint saying, does that shipping cost include mailers? Yeah, I'd say so because I can get static mailers, sort of like the one I can either get these envelope. They can't see it. I'm focused on you. These envelopes, bubble envelopes, fairly cheap, or I can get the cardboard mailers.
Yeah, as long as you have them in cellophane or some sort of a plastic.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna show up. They're gonna be fine. You just gotta back them with cardboard.
Yeah.
You get a bubble mailer. Nothing too crazy. Something like this I got here. What is this? A 13 by 10, something like that. It's a small bubble mailer, just enough to fit a comic book in. You put the comic in a comic slip in a backer board, then you put a cardboard behind it and in front of it. Should be just fine.
Yeah. And that'll probably only cost like $5 to mail to. That's to the States anywhere.
Yeah. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And of course, if this thing does gangbusters, then you can up the production on everything. You can have your Gemini mailers if you absolutely need that.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be like far and has to do really well. The book has to do really well.
Yeah. I'm thinking every either 500 or 1,000 after the 2,000, I add something like, bookmarks or buttons or something like that.
Yeah, I get you.
The trading the trading cards, for, say $3,000, I say everybody gets a set of, 7 trading cards. Flip saying, what about the cost of perks, or will there be perks? Yeah, there's going to be perks. Each one, I'm planning on having $1,000 thing, but that is basically I'll deliver it straight to your door. Although Risey suggested I just make that Canada and the States, which I'm actually seeing half of it. That might be a good idea, just for Canada and the States. I don't know how many people will choose it. $1,000 is a lot of money.
Hell yeah, it is.
But the great thing is if I get 10 of those, that's $10,000, and I can plan out that trip.
No, there's not going to be 10. Realistically, there's not going to be 10 people getting that. If at the most 2.
Yeah. Well, I'm speculating. Like I said, I'm not really expecting 10 to get it. That's what I'm going to put the number at, 10, maximum of 10.
Uh-huh.
But, and if that happened, I could just plan my trip, boom, 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 boom,
Okay.
So it ends up costing less because, I go from here, say somebody's in, New York State. I go from here to New York State and then bounce over to, Florida or something like that. And then.
Oh, yeah, do the Cross Comics tour. Is what you... Like I said, there'll be buttons. I'm going to offer up artwork, for a couple of the tiers, Probably the $1,000 tier will include artwork, the artwork too, and then there's going to be stuff for pictures and all that, drawing of the Canadian Shield or whatever by me, original drawings for different levels, different things, Yeah, I got it. It's fun.
Cheap stuff to put in, for the most part. Not that I want to be cheap, but, And then maybe I have a tier where, do the t-shirt thing.
Yeah.
Since I can get those t-shirts a little cheaper, than most everybody else.
Can you?
Yeah.
Why did I pay so much for my T-shirt?
To give me a profit margin?
What a jerk!
Yeah, $15. Well, 15 Canadian of that went to me.
That's a huge profit margin.
Or $10, $10 American, approximately.
That is a massive profit margin.
Now, some of the stuff I don't get. Probably everything I get around $10, $9-10 for.
Oh, I gotta answer my wife. Hold on a second. Ahoy, hoy. Why? What happened? Okay. I'm live streaming with Rick. No, I'm not using profanity.
Yes. No.
No, I'm not, Rick.
Trying to get you in a bit of trouble.
Okay. Bye. On Rick's channel. All right, bye. The hell, Rick? You trying to get me in trouble?
Never. So yeah, Kablam or Print Ninja seem good to print with. They both got fairly reasonable, although Print Ninja seems to be a little cheaper. Especially since I can get down to that like buck. Like I said, it says $1.24. And then they've got variant cover, specialty options, variant covers, basic foils, stamping, basic embroidering and debossing, French fold covers. They've got gloss, matte, uncovered.
What the hell's a French fold cover?
I have no idea. Varnish, lamination, UV.
Don't get any of that stuff. That all sounds terrible. UV. Get out of my face, UV. All right, I gotta change the perspective on this table a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, what I'd really like, 50,000 copies. I'm not EVS, right?
I'm gonna hit you, Ray.
Let's see how much for. Let's see how much for 50,000 copies. $15,438.06. But that gets it down to like 31 cents a copy.
Well, yeah, that's always the issue. But, you know, for the future, it's good to know for the future.
40,000 is still 31 cents a copy. 30,000 it's 32 cents a copy. Still not bad. Like you said, I ain't going there.
You could go there in the future, just not right now.
Actually, that's not even too bad. I checked out 1,500 copies. 1,330 $38.07. 89 cents each, basically.
Not bad.
But yeah, it is dreaming, and I will admit it. I can admit certain things.
I mean, 1,000 sales. You're talking like Canadian buckler status there. I don't even think I'm gonna Indiegogo the Canadian buckler.
Well, this has been good. Anything else you need before?
I don't think so at the moment. I do want to ask if you wanted to be on Scribbattle this Friday.
What time is it?
Your time, you're Eastern Standard, right?
Yeah.
It is 7 o'clock your time.
I'm going to be out.
Okay.
I'd like to, but I
don't think that you'd like to. What are you talking about?
It was fun the last time, and I'm sure we're going to have fun for the Cross Comics one. How's that going to work exactly?
I don't know. Are you going to be able to be there?
Do I get to pick the characters for everybody?
You don't get to pick anything.
Do I have to draw? Like, I don't draw. I just,
Well, no. Yes, of course you would have to draw. What are you talking about? All right, so how's that for a room? Does that look good?
Yeah, that's looking good.
I'm just going to put the skull on the table and then that generator in the background.
Uh-huh.
All right, perfect. I got everything I need, Rick.
Okay. Okay, so you want to promote anything before you take off? Or
Absolutely. I want to promote the Canadian bucklet. No, I don't. You know what I want to promote? I want to promote my live stream happening at 6 o'clock. That's Pacific Standard Time, so 9 o'clock Eastern. I'm gonna do a live stream, and I'm gonna be working on a cover for Neo Valentine's comic book, Untitled. But I'm gonna be working on a elf woman shooting a bow and arrow.
Cool.
So tune into Dillard Draws on YouTube to see that.
Okay, thank you everybody for coming out, watching, sticking with us all this whole time, and talking with us and listening to some of the information on the upcoming Indiegogo for Cross Comics. Obviously, I've got a lot to figure out, and a lot depends on what happens in the campaign itself and what I make. I guess that's it for now. So I might end up there in the chat. I'm probably going to end up in half an hour on Misfit Corners. So check out my Patreon, folks. Check out my merch store. Check out all the other links in the description. Go spend some money on Cross Comics. You'll enjoy it. I'm sure.
Bye.
Now, God bless everyone.